The Clever Fox, the Mighty Tiger, and the Forbidden Fruits. Once upon a time, in a vast and dense forest, there lived a clever fox named Felix and a mighty tiger named Raj. The forest was rich with wildlife, but there was one place that both the fox and the tiger avoided: the Forbidden Grove. The Forbidden Grove was a mystical and eerie part of the forest. It was said to be home to the most succulent and tempting fruits that any creature had ever seen. These fruits were rumored to possess magical powers that could heal any ailment or grant incredible strength. However, the forest animals also believed that the fruits were cursed and that anyone who dared to eat them would suffer terrible consequences. Despite the warnings, Felix, the clever fox, was intrigued by the Forbidden Grove. He often found himself daydreaming about the delicious fruits and the wonders they could bring. One sunny morning, curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to venture into the Forbidden Grove. Felix knew he needed a clever plan to outwit the dangers of the grove. He spent days observing the movements of the forest creatures and gathering information. He discovered that the Forbidden Grove was guarded by a vigilant owl named Olivia, who could spot intruders from miles away. Olivia was known for her keen eyesight and wisdom, and no one dared to cross her path. Felix realized that he needed a diversion to distract Olivia while he sneaked into the grove. He decided to approach Raj, the mighty tiger, with a proposal. Raj had always been impressed by Felix's intelligence and wit, and he agreed to help his friend. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Felix and Raj put their plan into action. Raj roared loudly and chased a herd of deer towards the Forbidden Grove. Olivia, the vigilant owl, couldn't resist the commotion and swooped down to investigate. With Olivia temporarily distracted, Felix seized the opportunity and darted into the Forbidden Grove. The sight that greeted him was breathtaking. The trees were laden with the most beautiful and enticing fruits he had ever seen. Felix picked a ripe fruit and held it in his paws. He hesitated for a moment, recalling the tales of the fruit's curse. But the allure was too strong, and he took a cautious bite. To his surprise, nothing happened. He felt no ill effects. Instead, a wave of energy surged through him, filling him with vitality. Back outside the grove, Raj watched as Olivia chased the deer deeper into the forest. He knew that Felix had precious little time. Just as he was about to return to the grove to check on his friend, a loud, thunderous growl echoed through the forest. It was the growl of another mighty tiger. Felix, who had savored the sweetness of the forbidden fruit, suddenly felt a wave of dread wash over him. He turned to leave the grove but froze in his tracks. Before him stood a massive, fierce-looking tiger, larger and more intimidating than Raj. The formidable tiger introduced himself as Bahadur, the guardian of the Forbidden Grove. He was the protector of the mystical fruits and the keeper of their secrets. Bahadur explained that the fruits were indeed magical but that they could only be enjoyed by those who had pure intentions. Felix realized that he had been selfish and greedy, driven by his desire for the fruit's powers. He admitted his wrongdoing to Bahadur and begged for forgiveness. Bahadur, impressed by Felix's honesty and humility, decided to give him a chance to make amends. Bahadur set a challenge for Felix. He asked him to bring water from the enchanted lake, a place rumored to hold waters with unique healing properties. Only then would he be forgiven and allowed to leave the grove. Felix accepted the challenge with determination. He left the Forbidden Grove and embarked on a perilous journey to find the enchanted lake. Along the way, he encountered treacherous terrain, cunning predators, and daunting obstacles. But Felix's cleverness and resourcefulness guided him through each trial. After a long and arduous journey, Felix finally reached the enchanted lake. Its waters sparkled with a soothing and ethereal light, and Felix filled a gourd with its healing water. With the gourd in hand, Felix returned to the Forbidden Grove. Bahadur watched as Felix presented the water as a symbol of his newfound purity and good intentions. The guardian tiger nodded in approval and stepped aside, allowing Felix to leave the grove. As Felix emerged from the grove, he saw Raj anxiously waiting for him. He rushed to his friend and shared his adventure and the lessons he had learned. Raj was relieved to see Felix unharmed and was proud of his friend's newfound wisdom. Together, they returned to their home in the forest, their friendship stronger than ever. Felix had learned that true strength lay not in power or magic but in the purity of one's heart and intentions. The two friends continued to live in harmony with the forest, respecting its mysteries and protecting its secrets. And so, the tale of Felix, the clever fox, and Raj, the mighty tiger, became a legendary story in the forest. It served as a reminder to all the creatures that the greatest treasures were not the magical fruits or the enchanted lake but the friendships that they held dear in their hearts. If you like this story, I encourage you to like and share with your loved ones and stay tuned for more. Keep learning with Afsara English. Thank you.